When we get the rain in Ireland, it's usually not warm, it's windy. So we're going to sing you a few songs, and I hope you enjoy it. And then can I turn myself up here? Thank you. 1, 2, 1, 2. Something like that. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. There we go. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, Karen, are you going?
1, 1, 2. Oh yeah, I'm way too loud. 1, 2.
It's a little higher down there. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. We kind of did the sound check yesterday, so we didn't really involve ourselves too much in the sound check today. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. We're like lazy. 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2. There's something high in the there. 1, 2. I'm very technical. High in the 1, 1. No, the volume is gone again now. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. I know you can hear me anyway, but I just want 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. That's grand. Thank you very much. We don't know what's going to sound like yet. Please, go.
in Nashville and Washington, D.C. We actually drove from Nashville to Washington, D.C.
We didn't necessarily want to.
And then we were up in Canada, and then we came here, and it's great. I had 11 hours sleep last night. Yes! So, it's great. Don't know myself today, and loads of dark chocolate when we should have been doing the sound check. Right, so we're going to do a Scottish song written by a man from Glasgow called Ian Sinclair. and it's a beautiful song that talks about the woman who's often left behind when the man goes to war, and it laments this desperate situation. So it's a really great anti-war song called The Kingship.
check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Without going on.
Nearly the fans were like in the same time.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Check. 1, 2, 1, 2. That's all right. Well, the funny thing is that the expression King's Shilling was very much around. I'd heard it a lot when I was young. This year, we're celebrating 100 years of the revolution in 1916. And well, my grandmother, thanks to you, this is the big part. My grandfather was in the English army during the First World War because that was called the King's Shilling, but people had to do it to have a life. And but she, ran guns and all sorts of things. And then my other grandmother was a captain in the Women's Army and was buried with the 21 gun salute and the whole thing. But her husband was in the RIC, which is the Royal Irish Constabulary. That was the weird narrative of where we came from, and very, very, very few people talked about it. But you'd hear, oh, the King's Shilling. You'd hear that about people, and just facts are only beginning to come out now because there was people still alive who fought when I was growing up, so it was very little talked about. So they're still learning a lot about what's going on. Now, the man who wrote this next song was very much a part of the Irish revival, but he lamented at the end about that. We won't go into that. But he was part of what was called the Irish Cultural Revival and started the Abbey Theatre and was a great, well-loved and well-known poet, W.B. Yeats. And I heard his, you can clap him, he's dead. But he wrote this song, I heard recently when I was in Sligo that he wrote this after being at the band, the favourite band slow. And he went and he heard some old lady sing a version of this song, and then he went home and cleaned it up, I suppose, and made it into a real poem. And I think probably somebody else had put a different melody to it. But if you have need a song of regret in your life, for the soundtrack of your life, I should say, this would be a good one. It's called The Sunny Gardens.
With
as well as my two grandmothers who were great singers. And my mother always claimed that she sang like a crow, but she sang anyway. You know, let's make the tea, and what are we doing now? And we go to the sea, and that's actually how you learn to sing, is just by singing. But she was very helpful to me as well, and very kind woman, she really is. And she also was very helpful. I'm keeping talking here, just a chat show, really. She was very good to me with my children and helped me mind them a lot. And I have a 16-year-old and a 10-year-old, so hence I'm in West Whately. I love my children dearly, but you do need a break. Especially from the teenager. She is wonderful. She actually mowed the lawn yesterday.
She's lucky we talked about her.
She would. She goes mad when I talk about her at the gigs, and I collect advice as I'm going around. Particularly, I can only do it in America now. I'm not allowed to do it in Ireland. She finds out. So not to tell anyone. And oh, okay, I forgot that. Okay, I love you dearly. I'll stop talking. Are we going okay sound-wise? Is everybody happy?
Anybody hear anything they need to hear? All right, good.
Okay, so here we go. It's called Lovely Annie.
To
essential in this part of the world. Bring your own fan. I would have never thought to do that. Well, that was Annie, and the first couple of nights we sang that, I had to keep it very hard to not cry myself. It's very hard to sing and cry at the same time. In fact, it's impossible. But tell her about the song.
So it's
Very nice.
oh yes, this is a fellow called Jarrad, and he lives in Inchigeela in West Cork, which is a beautiful part of Cork. I'm actually from Waterford, but I live in Cork, and it's okay, I'm over it. Jarrad's an amazing man, and he kind of lives in a world of his own. He lives out the country and minds his 4 kids and writes songs, and basically he's what we would call he's away with the fairies. Do you have that expression here?
Not all expressions.
It's a bit different in meaning.
Exactly.
He's very happy.
Aren't you going to come in and sit down? You're disturbing me.
It's like that.
Sit down in the name of God. This chair.
There's actually 4 seats up here. Okay, you're all right. Oh, it's cooler.
Can we go down there?
Yeah.
Turn the whole thing around. Okay. came together about a year and a half ago, or a little more than that actually. In 2014, I got a call from the Arts Council in Ireland to know would I come and sing with Karan at a tour, on a tour in January. And you know, I thought, did you know I'm retired? I said, well, I'm not retired from the music, I'm retired from the business of music, so I'm going to do something that was really exciting to me. And when Karan asked me, I was such a huge fan of her music and her singing. I think she has one of the beautiful and interesting voices in the world, and a very unusual way of presenting a song. She studied jazz. She's actually studied stuff. She teaches stuff. She's really amazing. And but so the concept is we do a bunch of songs together, but then we do a little feature set. So Karan is going to be featured here on this set. And don't worry about me, I'll be featured, don't worry. And I'm going to go sit down and bend myself to watch the singing.
So, can you sing, or
yes.
how are you at singing?
You're great.
So I was thinking of doing a Jean Richie song. You know Jean Richie from the great woman who actually came to West Cork years ago, I think in '56, and she collected songs from another woman called Bess Cronin, and in a way she helped all of these songs survive. Without her, we wouldn't have a lot of them. But this is one she wrote herself. It's called One I Love. And we'll have to leave the happiness to go back to the sadness.
That's the nature of the music.
Yes. And the chorus is very easy. It's one I love, two she loves, and three she's true to me. One I love, two she loves, and three she's true to me. All of my friends fell out with me because I kept your company. Let them say whatever they will. I love my love with a free goodwill. One I love, two she loves, and three she's true to me. They tell me he's poor, they tell me he's young. I tell them all to hold their tongue. If they could part the sand from the sea, they never could part my love from me. One I love, two she loves, and three she's true to me. It's over the mountain we must go, because his fortune is too low. We're aching heart and troubled mind. He's leaving his own true love behind. One I love, two she loves, and three she's true to me. And when I'm awake, I find no rest until his head lies on my breast. When I'm asleep, I'm dreaming of my one, my dear, my own true love. One I love, two she loves, and three she's true to me. And when the fire to ice will melt, when the tide no longer turns, when the rocks melt with the sun, my love for you will just begun. 1993, I think. The first time actually I was here, it was earlier than that. And anyway, I came back again, and I suppose ostensibly to study jazz, and I did that, but I don't consider myself a jazz singer really. I love it, and I think it's an amazing music. But I suppose I started going to sessions and singing traditional songs that I had sung, and then I was a traditional singer from then on.
No, you're just a singer.
I'm just a singer. But I love what jazz has brought to the world. I think it's your greatest gift to the world. And I love the way it brings everybody in and allows new music to come in and embraces everybody. And I think that is the great beauty. For me, that was the ideal I always had of America, growing up from Martin Luther King, and really being inspired by that. So I really think we should lean into those notions at this time. You know, you have that madman running around. It's really important, I think, to come together and celebrate being genuinely unified and loving one another and being kind to one another. So this is a song, and your part will become very evident, and you have to sing. It doesn't work, and it's a great song, a Billy Taylor song originally, but made famous by the wonderful Nina Simone. Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun up in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, oh, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. Yeah. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, and I'm feeling good. Da-dum, 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 da-dum. Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. River free, you know how I feel. Blossom on the tree, you know how I feel. Dawn of the day, I feel good. Dragonfly out in the sun, you know what I mean. Butterfly out having fun, you know what I mean. Sleep in peace when day is done, that's what I mean. Oh, world, and old world for me. Stars when they shine, you know how. Stand up and mine, oh, you know how I feel. Freedom is mine, and I know how I feel. Dawn is a new day. Thank you. Fantastic singing. Let's go back. Well, we're going to do a Billy Bragg song. Yes. Called Distant Shore. And he's an incredible man, Billy Bragg. Great energy, I think. Sometimes I go to his gig and I'm wrecked looking at him. And this one is, he kind of, he took the old notion of the emigration song and he turned it on his head and talked about immigrants coming into England and how it was so important to embrace all the emigrants coming in. That'd be a good thing for these days.
I'm going to lift it. song, even though, you know, there's a lot of discussion about purist and traditionalist in folk music, traditional Irish music, and all traditions, but and we need that as a touchstone in our lives, but there's always songs written that have the capability to become great folk songs. They don't necessarily have to come from a particular tradition. I've always believed that. I've come across a lot of folk Nazis, and great poetry and great music together is what makes a great song. And I've often been asked, well, what kind of singer are you? And it was really hard for me to, then I would say, well, I'm a good one. They don't call me the 70 people for nothing. And what kind of songs do you sing? I said, good ones. But then I realized that folk music actually did encompass everything. I was able to sing, well, I was always going to do it anyway, but I was able to find a way to embrace the folk singer thing, because I realized that any song could become a folk song if it was written properly and if it really got into the vein of the heart of people. And this next song, I think, does that. I hope whatever we sing has that capacity anyway. I recorded this almost 30 years ago, and to me it's still very relevant. It was written by Nancy Griffin and Rick West. And in these troubled damn times, we just touched on it there, we won't go down, we all know what the heck, we don't know what the heck is going on, but you know, these are tough times. We need to pull together, we need to be strong, we need to be voting, everybody. I know, see here the thing is, I know we're talking to the converted here. People go out and talk to everybody else, but we need some coming together here, and this is called Trouble in the World.
Pockets full of nothing, and I dream
basically a mother minding her 16-year-old daughter. Relevant.
And the mother didn't do too well.
No, she didn't do too well. She wasn't very good.
She didn't have, did you say that they said it should happen in America for your 16-year-old daughter?
Oh yes, Benadryl and duct tape. That's what he told me.
It's a joke, it's a joke.
girl I went to school with. I don't know if you know about, when we were growing up, everybody had a party piece, that if there was a gathering, you'd have a song that you would be taught and would learn to be your performance piece at a gathering. And this was a young girl from a place called Griffin in County Clare, where I come from. And we were in the boarding school, and I the thing. But she always introduced herself, Marie Teagish. And there was always a tea in there, and but this was her part of the piece. I'd never heard it before. I assume it's a humorous piece about a man who's American relatives. We depended on American relatives for hundreds of years to send the dollars. It was always, thank you, good luck, and God bless you, and send money home. That sort of thing. But this is a fun little song called Mick McGilligan's Ball. So I hope you enjoy it. Now, Mick McGilligan, one fine day, got a lot of money from the USA, all for the death of his Uncle Joe. He got $1.5 million or so, so Mick I'm going to hold the ball down in the old ancestral hall. Invited the neighbors, everyone, to join in the music and to have some fun. So they all went down to Mick McGilligan's ball, where you have to tear the paper off the wall to make room for all the people in the hall. All the girls and the boys made a dip of a noise at Mick McGilligan's ball. Now all the neighbors came from here and far, Mulligan arrived in a motor car. Old Mrs. Riley, bless her heart, arrived with the family in a donkey cart. Father Randy came in an aeroplane, you'd never see the lights again. There was a shout went to our skins, along with a gallop came the two Miss Quinn. So they all went down to Mick McGilligan's ball, where they had to tear the paper off the wall to make room for all the people in the hall. All the girls and the boys made a dibble of a noise at Mick McGilligan's ball. All the girls and the boys made a dibble of a noise at Mick McGilligan's ball. Everything around. Sorry, this cheers, yes. Well, this next song is a song, as I mentioned, I came out as a folk singer many years ago. My family still to get over it, but anyway. After I got over myself and went back, I went to Ireland and I made a record of mostly traditional songs, along with this song, which was written by a dear friend of mine called Jerry O'Byrne. And Jerry's from my hometown and has traveled all over the world. And, he initially wrote it after a man called Michael Russell died, who was a person who was from a place in Quilty in County Clare, which was kind of a place that in the late 60s, early 70s, there was a resurgence in interest in traditional music in Ireland. I think it was the case around the world. But Michael and his two brothers were kind of repository of a lot of tunes and songs, so people came almost in homage and sat at their feet, including Tom, who told me I didn't know that. And there was three of them anyway, but by the time I knew some of them, and I remember when I was a kid, when they died one after the other, but many years between them, at the beginning the locals would say, oh, he was the great one. Those two lads that are left, they're no good at all. And the next one died, he was the great one. Michael that's left out, no good at all. And then when Michael died, they said, he was great, that Michael, he's a great fellow. So you had to die to be considered great. And he was a very interesting character. But anyway, at the same time, he died tragically in an accident, and Jerry was in the process of writing this song. He actually turned it into a love song to County Clare, which is where I'm from. And Ireland is very beautiful, all over the country, including Waterford and Cork. Very even, there's loads of Kerry people in there, and the whole place is just lovely. I mean, but County Clare is where I'm from, and I think it's really quite beautiful. You have the West Coast, which is the Cliffs of Moher and the Atlantic, and On the east you have the beautiful bucolic greens and the Shannon River and all the lakes, and in the north you have the Burren, which is a magical place if you've ever been. And if you ever go and you're inspired by the song, please tell him I sent you, okay? Anyway, this is his homage to Michael and his homage to County Clare, and it's called The Shades of Glory.
Well, we're going to do Patty Griffin's song, an amazing songwriter and a big fan of her songs. And this one is, I think she wrote this for her grandmother. It's a beautiful lament, really. And it reminds me of my own grandmother. My own grandmother was called Mary. And I was just very went on my holidays with her, and we spent a lot of time cleaning churches. So,
Think about the people actually in this stage in Ireland.
so I kind of developed a habit, a great affection for polish.
The smell of it was
The smell, yes. Slippery slope, everything. So, anyway, it's called Mary. Mary, you're covered in roses, you're covered in ashes, you're covered in rain, you're covered in babies, you're covered in slashes, you're covered in the wilderness, you're covered in stains. You cast aside the sheep, you cast aside the shroud of a loving mind. So there's the one right,
I go, I'm going to sing a song now. I did a record of a cappella songs called Naked with Friends. This isn't on it. But I did sing this on a record I did a long time ago. This is a song that was originally, I know the song like from several different versions of different songs in Ireland, Scotland, and all kinds of places. And I saw this version in a book in America. When I came to America, I thought, well, Americans, they'll put a lot together to make the whole thing, and they're great at that. So they kind of captured the whole essence of the song and put it in this one version. And you probably know it. It's The Water is Wide. You couldn't understand me? No, is my talking too fast? I speak the same language. Speak the same language. But I am an immigrant, so yeah. So Tom. Anyway, where do we go? The water is wide and I can't cross over, and neither have I wings to fly. Give me a boat that can carry two, and both shall row, my love and I. For love is gentle and love is kind, and love is sweet when first it's new, but love grows old and waxes cold and fades away like morning dew. There is a ship and it sails the sea. She's loaded deep as deep can be, but not as deep as the love I'm in. I know not how I sing or swim, but the water is wide and I can't cross over, and neither have I wings to fly. Give me a boat that can carry two, and both shall row, my love and I, and both shall row, my love and I. I've heard from people that they have had this, they had my version played at their wedding. I think, what's wrong with you? Ever do that? Love is old and wax is cold and fades away. That's too much honesty right at the start. Anyway, this isn't quite as tragic, it's just a bit melancholic. When I came out as a folk singer, I was told by Tim O'Brien that I had to have a murder ballad and train song. And I quite couldn't do the murder ballad thing, so this is my train song. This is called The Blue Train. small demo.
Watching the long faces
place in Ireland where it seemed that, at the time at least, it's changed now, but everyone was pretty much the same. If you had a little more, you weren't any better than the people who had less. It was a very egalitarian situation for the most part. Like, it was people like teachers and doctors and things like that that were kind of considered, great in that. But, people who were struggling were pretty much not outside the system as it seems to be now, and has always appeared to be. I'm sorry, but it appears to me that it's been the case inside, but it wasn't always the case in Ireland. And there's, in all election cycles, you hear a lot about the squeezed middle class, and God knows everybody's squeezed in the middle class, but very, very little about the consistently poor, the people who would always be poor, who don't, people talk about the way that, if they just would work harder, they do great. Well, that's bullshit. And we all know that. Because there are a few people who have the wherewithal, or have been shown something, or have something within themselves that brings them out of that and can conquer the world, and that is tremendous. But consistently, the poor have been shunted. And Paddy Griffin wrote a song that seems to embody that. It doesn't mean that they don't love their kids as much, that they don't love their country as much, that they don't, love whatever, their church or whatever it is as much as everybody else. It's just that life is hard and it doesn't change. And every family hopes that someone in their family can jump out of that, but it's a very rare thing. And this is called The Poor Man's House.
Some kind of understanding when every dream you
introduction to these guys. They're going Trojan. From Germany, from Baden-Baden, and living in Nashville since 2001, 3. I knew that. And just a tremendous guitar player and a producer. And I first met him. He asked me to come and sing in a record that he had made with some friends about the Irish that worked that fought in the Civil War on both sides, and there was a lot of us that were used to cannon fodder, well, along with everybody else. But this is Tom Yates. From Kansas, it's all right. And he studied classical music in Ann Arbor, but then got hold of the fiddle, because he played the violin and then he played the fiddle. I met him with Jerry Douglas several years ago on tour. A tremendous fiddle, violin, and mandolin player and singer too. This is Matt Combs. Probably about 18 months ago, I went to Genesee and Mind Your Feet. There's names being dropped. I went to Genesee to see Taj Mahal in Nashville, and after we get. And afterwards, we're talking, and she said, "I'm sending you a song." No, don't. I said, "I'm retired. I'm sending you a song." She's a spitfire. You would not argue with her. And she did indeed send me a song, and this is the song. And I love this song because it's about. I ain't no chicken. That's not what it's about, but I'll just tell you, I ain't no chicken. I've been around a while, and I like to sing songs that are about where I am in my life, because I'm not going to be singing about dainty love and lovely love. I mean, that ain't going to happen. So, what do you got? What? I don't know. But this is a song about, of being your age, of welcoming your experience, welcoming the lines on your face, welcoming the experience of your life. And I just love that. And it's called Still Standing. everybody here has been just tremendous.
Oh, yes. Yes, thank you very much to Paul and Claudia for being so nice. And the fantastic food, thank you, and in the midst of having a new grandchild. So thank you very much.
We're going to sing this song for Claudia's grandchild again, and Lana, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Lana. Lana. This is for Lana. So Lana, when you're older and you see this videotape, this is for you. This is a song that was written by my friend Joan L. Mosser after she'd been to Ireland with me for a vacation a long time ago. We had a great time. And she wrote the song when she came home, and she based it on the Irish blessing. I'm sure you've got many a tea towel that has the Irish blessing on it. I think that's where it's most popular, the tea towel. You have to have one when you leave Ireland. I think you're not allowed on the plane. But this was, anyway, but this is a song that you can sing at weddings, wakes, and funerals. It literally is for everything. So this is for you, Lana. This is a song for your life, and for all of you, for all of us. And it's called Blessing. May the rain always fall soft upon your fields, and the sun pour down like honey where you stand. May the wind be at your back, and the road rise to meet you, and your soul rest at last in the hollow of God's hand.
We will love
and you should live your life for singing and her kindness and her great generosity. She's really just incredible. MauraO'Connell.
My life, I can learn something from somebody, and I've learned a tremendous amount from singing with Karan. It just loosened me up and made me sing in a different way that I haven't done ever, and it's a great privilege to sing with one of the greatest singers I've ever known. I'm going to leave you with this song, and it involves you all singing again, and you did such a beautiful job the last time, I have to tell you. So this song was written by Jimmy McCarthy, another man, Cork man who lives with the fairies. He's the representative, I think. He lives on a totally different plane to the rest of us. I've recorded several songs that Jimmy wrote, and he wrote this song after he'd been at a festival in a place called Kenmare in County Kerry. Yes. I'm confused now. Kenmare is at sort of the corner of Cork and Kerry, and the road between them, you know, it passes itself a couple of times, and people would say, "Oh, you like me in Cork? Oh, you're lovely in Kerry." And if you stop at all, they're like, "Oh, Kerry, Cork." You know, anyway, he wrote this song after being at a great festival there, and it used to be back in the day that it was just for musicians, and it's kind of off season, and then it got kind of popular. But this is back during its kind of pristine time, and he had a great time, and like, you know, what we had in Blessing, and he wrote this song about the drive home and about the experience. And Jimmy is very poetic, and you know it's been raining today, but you know if you saw a mountain road and the sun had shone after it rained, he called that the silver tear, and that road is full of silver tears. And as well as that, rhododendron grows wild. They had to cut it back. I couldn't go a rhododendron if it saved my life. I wouldn't have come. But there, it just grows wild, and they have to cut it back. And as well, you know, then the sheep hanging off the side, you know, you wonder how they will God to survive, you know. But it's a beautiful road, and it's a beautiful song. It's got a lovely chorus. And the Irish word for Kenmare, as you know yourself now, you're my Irish-speaking friend over there, is Nadine. So this song is called Leaving Nadine. And the chorus goes like this.